Yeah, welcome you all to. So today we are going to have our guest. It's Dr. Anand Nayyar. I am very proud that he is from India. Basically, he's an Indian. So I'm very happy to have him today. Dr. Anand Nayyar from Vietnam University, Vietnam. So he's the assistant professor, scientist vice chairman, research director of Internet of Things and Intelligent System Labs, School of Computer Science, Dayton University, Vietnam. So welcome you, sir. So
Thank you
I'm
so
very
much.
happy to have you today because you are an Indian. Actually, that is the main reason, and you are now in Vietnam working there in the scientific sector. So kindly introduce yourself before starting the session.
First of all, good afternoon and hello to you. And it's a real honor to be with you. I'm Dr. Anand Nayyar, and I'm working as assistant professor, scientist, vice chairman research, and director for IoT and Intelligent Systems Lab in School of Computer Science, Newtown University. I have published more than 120 SCA publications and more than 40 books have been published by various international reputed publishers. Apart from it, I'm also a certified professional with certifications from Cisco, Microsoft, Exen, even from Six Sigma and Oracle, many other more. And plus, I'm a keen observer for technology. I'm a pure, you can say, a technologist, and I love to learn technology. I love to explore more. And considering my level of expertise, I have been awarded 34 plus awards by India government and even by other governments also. And even I have been also awarded as the best scientist as well as the best researcher award by my university consistently from last 3 years. And plus, even I'm a YouTuber and I'm having my own channel of technology that is Gyan with Anand Nayyar. And I'm working in the area for IoT, sensor network, swarm intelligence, drones, artificial intelligence. Then we work on the area for that is how we can add up more technologies in healthcare informatics. And recently we have started exploring the technology behind cyber twins and of course with Industry 5.0 and how the futuristic smart cities come sustainable cities will look like.
So thanks for your introduction. So first of all, I would like to. I had gone through your profile, and it's quite fascinating that you have done a lot of certificate courses. So in the current scenario, we can see when a BTech graduate from a normal college like self-financing college or other than the premier institute or the government colleges, whatever it may be, they are just completing the 4 years and coming out. They may be getting a placement, or after that, they are struggling to get a placement. And we know that the opportunities in information technology is abundant. Now it's a ocean of opportunities is waiting actually for computer science, whatever it may be, electronics and communication, electrical, or whatever it may be, irrespective of the branches. The opportunities are still there, but the students are not able to mean up to the mark. So what is the importance of the certificate programs, as you have undergone a lot of certificate programs from Cisco to the managerial level also, please?
It's a good question, sir. First of all, coming to the certifications, I would like to add some information to you. The first thing is that you have already spoken that students are graduating with their BTech and even with MTech with 4-year course and 2-year courses, and still they are struggling to get the jobs. Now, I would like to give you a very clear statement that jobs are ample, opportunities are many, but the problem is with the students that students are not ready with the market. Like suppose if we talk of most of the curriculums, even most of the curriculums in our academia is oriented towards 70% theory and 30% practical. And even the practical that we have seen is only like an introductory practical. We are not giving the students as a power solving, as a power of power problem solving skills. So that's the main problem. So the first thing is that the academic institution needs to have a proper balance of 40% theory and 60% practical. Even when I go in my class, I don't discuss, even if I want to give a lecture of cybersecurity, if I'm discussing attacks, if I'm discussing phishing, or even if I'm discussing denial of service, I have to give the students a complete practical scenario that how actually the attack is happening and how we need to be offensive in that and how we need to be defensive in that. Now, the first thing is that. Now, coming to the certification, sir, market is ample. Now, before the student should find out that, okay, which certificate they want to go, they need to ask themselves that in which field they want to carry out. Like suppose if you talk of Microsoft, we have certification in terms of Office 365, Windows Server, we have Azure, Even if you talk of Amazon, we have Amazon Web Services. Red Hat is providing good certification in OpenStack, virtualization, Red Hat certified engineer. If you talk of Exen, we talk of CompTIA. Certifications are lots of. The students have to think of that what is their specialization. Students have to think of what they need to pursue in their career. They need to get training from a good institution. After that, they need to get a good internship. They need to make a good project. And after that, with some experience, with some preparation, they can hone their skills in order to get the certification. Because getting the certificate is not like that, that, okay, today you complete my training and I should be ready for the certificate tomorrow. It's not. It requires lots of skills. It requires lots of practice, hands-on experience, and then you can go. And of course, sir, if you have a BTech degree, and of course, if a student is standing with like a Linux Plus certificate or a RHC certificate or a AWS certification of solution architect, of course, that as an employer or as a recruiter, I will see that student is in a good eyes or with a closed shape that, okay, this student is ready. And if if I recruit him, I don't have to invest much money in that. So certifications make the students more ready, reduce the probation period, and of course on the job training period can be reduced, and they can come to the job in the main job as soon as possible.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good, an eye-opening answer from your side. And I want to just add one thing, whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. As per Indian University syllabus, we can see we are starting from the basics. Then from second year, we are going to enter into the core subjects. So I think as per your suggestion or in the current scenario, as per the going to happen, the new education policy, we can see that we can impart some like more practical, incorporated with industrial relevant topics.
Practical training is different thing. But suppose you are my teacher and I'm in your class and I am taking some training of Python. How many commands you can teach me in just 3 months? How many? Maximum to maximum, if I'm coming regularly to the class, I can learn more than 100 to 120 commands. But do you think, sir, 120 commands are enough to get ready for the placement and get ready for the market? It is not. Students have to build up a research, which means they need to add up, because it is the main duty of the teacher also that they should bring some research and a you can say self-paced learning environment. That is what I bring in my students, that I just give them a push, and after that they keep on learning, they make the forums, they keep on asking the questions and all that. And of course, sir, the Indian education system should not be only practical oriented, it should be actually solution oriented. Like not only the assignment, like, okay, copy paste from internet and other that, they should be taking a problem, they should learn to how to solve that problem, and then they can come up with the solution. And of course, with that, they need have they will have the fire in them that, of course, I want to do something. This is what it is increasing my interest. I want to learn more. And when they start learning like this, they have this approach, they are actually getting market ready. Then market is behind them. They are not in the market. Market will be behind them. That's my answer.
Yeah, actually, along with the theoretical syllabus, they have to be in touch with the real, the real pulse of the industry. If they are able to get a hands-on parallel, like internship or the live projects, and they must have,
websites are there. Students can go there, they can see the code. Like we have GitHub, there are lots of websites where student can even learn extra free courses. Like we have MIT courseware, we have Udemy, we have even lots of companies like Sabrary. Lots of things are there. Even some courses are really cheap. So the main thing is they need to understand more, and they keep on improving the skills. That is important.
Yeah, it's more or less like
as a professor, I'm learning. Even I'm doing lots of courses even today. I'm saying you openly in my interview that even I'm learning today.
Yeah, everyone is learning because it's a continuous process, because everything is changing. Yeah, we are only part of it. And the other thing is that actually it is getting a door open to the student-centered teaching learning methodology, where the student is going to be a centered person and teacher is only going to be a mentor or guide, like giving some ideas, and they can just give the basics. And the other thing that we have to be like nurturing the plant, and when it is the roots are strong, definitely it will be growing to the tree. Like that, the concept must be right. Yeah,
that should be the main you can say foundation concept in the class.
Yeah, exactly. If the foundation, if we are able to understand a technical paper by reading, that concept should be there rather than by getting the formulas. Because now everything is computationally efficient. Like computational engineering is on the high level. Like just paper, pen, solution. Everything is going to be computation. So that skill has to be developed. Parallelly, like simulation or coding, it has to be a part and parcel of all subjects, like scientific subjects.
Of course.
And the other thing, how the thing is that, like now we can see now all the institutions are going for accreditation, like NAC or NBA. So when we are focusing into the benchmark, I mean, quite some of these concepts will be there, because like student-centered teaching learning methodology, then skill development, all these concepts are coming as a benchmark in all these accreditation. So what is your opinion regarding this?
Sir, regarding the NAC and NBA, as you can see that most of the points are coming from teaching orientations, student teacher orientations, modules and other things, and of course, research. So what I believe is that we need to understand that what exactly we need to focus on the course objectives. Then we need to understand the teaching methodology and of course the outcomes. For that, the feedback is very important. And as I've already told you before, 5 minutes back, that there are lots of I don't say that there were lots of, but still there are some flaws in the Indian education system that we need to orient, that we need to work on more, especially when we talk of practical training, when we talk of industry ready projects, when we talk of that solutions that the solutions are not only coming, but actually a research oriented society is burning up in the college in form of students, not only writing the papers, not only like putting up the codes on the computers and other things, but giving the solution. Even we can make one campus at one day. This is my dream, that when every student should have a patent, at least a granted patent for every subject, which means the students are learning the subject, they are taking the problem in real time, they are coming up with the solution, and they are registering their solution to the government. That is what I believe in that. So accreditation is okay, but we need to again focus on the outcome and of course the model and practical driven education system for the society.
And one more thing, we can see that in the initial stages, students from different background or from different level are coming into this group. And initially, the primary objective is that learning the fundamentals would take some time. I mean, not in the cream level. There will be a lot of, I mean, it is a group of different, mixture of different group of students. So I think that as we have mentioned earlier, that student-centered teaching learning methodology in which the students can be formed into a group based upon certain objective. And meanwhile, they can work over it, and practically it will be like sharing the knowledge or gaining the knowledge. What will be that concept? How it will be beneficial in your opinion?
Sir, of course, it will be beneficial. And as you can see that if you talk of the various developed countries like Finland, Luxembourg, Australia, even I have good connections across the world. So whenever I ask them that what is exactly your methodology to teach, they always say that, okay, our first of all, the curriculum is regularly updating. We take the new things, we sit with the industry, we make the models, we take what is going to happen. Yes, of course, the fundamentals can take the time, sir. But of course, if the student is coming from the heart that, okay, I want to be a programmer, I want to be an engineer one day, I want to build up the solutions, I want to be an inventor, I want to be a scientist, I want to help my country to grow better, then of course, then fundamentals will be coming from the heart, and the veins will say 10101 rather than the blood. So that is what we have to say. And of course, as a teacher, now this is not our duty to just take the subject and just deliver the content. It is our duty to make the student their heart should even be beating for that subject. So I think so that this will take time, and of course it will take the time, but the journey is not very far. We need to change some basic fundamentals, that how we teach and how we hone the skills.
Exactly, like we have to set up the benchmark, and based on a time scale, if you are able to work and execute, that experiment would definitely end up in a good result. Of course, that's a positive side of this discussion.
The crux for this decision, crux for this decision should be, sir, that when I'm discussing, because even I'm giving lots of interviews to the YouTubers, when they ask me that, sir, if there is a problem with research, how we can improve the teaching skills and other things, I always tell them one thing, that, okay, the most important thing is to learn, go step by step, make a methodology, make a proper plan, and then work on it. And if you are making mistakes, no problem, just stop that with the thing again, go on repeating, and of course you will go in a right direction.
That is the research, actually. We are working, searching again and again. When it is going failure also, that is also a research. Yeah, exactly.
Sir. Yeah.
And I'm very happy that you are from India and you are now in Vietnam. So how can you make a comparison over the, because one thing I want to tell, it's very a proud moment that we can say that we are taking the all, whether we are blaming our academy or the syllabus or the education pattern in India, we can see everywhere Indians have marked their signature. So how can you relate the Indian education system when you are working in Vietnam? How it is helping you? Or
Sir, apart from Vietnam, I'm also delivering lots of lectures in various other countries. Okay, like as a webinar, or sometimes when they call me for like a visiting or adjunct faculty like that. So every country has its different system. But if you talk of, especially when we compare the Vietnam education system and the Indian education system, our system is not oriented towards 3 hour examination. We are not. We don't want a student should keep on writing the 3 hours examination. Then the student should be given the focus that, okay, better grades, better examination result. Okay, the degree is yours. And this is first division. Over here, not. The first focus of our education over here is that even we have the power, even every teacher has the power that they can add or update any course, any content at their own level, which means I have the freedom. Like suppose in the last semester I was teaching like some aspects of cyber security with regard to social networking. Now I'm adding up more things because I'm updating my skills to forensics. Now maybe in the next coming months I will also be adding pen testing to that course. So you can say I'm updating, students are updating, we have everything. Our second focus is that the student should have regular interactions with the industry. What is the project going on? Like in Vietnam is a country where lots of projects with regard to Python, artificial intelligence, embedded systems, and of course, blockchain is like anything. Okay. They regularly visit the industries. They regularly, we also call the developers over there. We have some sessions with them that, okay, we are developing this kind of code. We are writing this type of module, how we do that. And the third important thing, sir, we don't give assignments like, okay, what is that and what is that? Like suppose if I am into software engineering, like suppose if I'm taking a class of software project management, I don't want to give them a foundation course like, okay, what is waterfall? Like suppose if I'm taking a class of software engineering, I don't want to ask them a question, okay, give me what is Scrum, what is Agile. I will give them a case study that, okay, I'm your client. I have come with this problem. Now understand how you will take the meetings, how you will brainstorm, and then give me the solution. Which means now the solutions are actually, the students are not writing the concept, they're actually applying the concept, they're understanding the concept, and they're giving the solution. That is the major thing that we have gone over here. And actually we are happy in the class that students learn, they ask me for more projects, more assignments. We have good teams of drone, we have a good team of programming champions, we have a good team for cyber security, we have a good team for that is with regard to blockchain. We are doing lots of projects with the students. We love that.
I think the same scenario, I think I think more or in a better way, it's going to happen in India too with the new education policy implementation. And we are on the process, I think, because more or less when this implementation is going to happen, I think that autonomy will be there and more mixing of interdisciplinary concepts will be there. As we can see, like industrial oriented projects will be coming into picture where like students are not even,
I mean, now I ask you one question.
Yeah, sure.
Suppose you are a professor of cyber security. Okay. Now, do you think, sir, that the course that that a university has given has made a course about 2 years back, can you teach the same course today? Do you think, sir?
No, it has to be updated, but I think the fundamentals still remain.
Over here, this is the answer, sir. Like suppose if I'm teaching cybersecurity, I'm just asked, okay, sir, please upload your contents on the ERP system. So which means the contents I have to make, which content I have to make sustainable, which content I have to throw, which content I have to add, how much practical things were there, like that. At one time, when we were talking of cloud computing, okay, in my university about 1 year back, we added the course that how we can make a private cloud on Ubuntu, how we can make some OpenStack and other things. But today, now I'm starting my cloud computing course next month, and you will be stunned that apart from learning theory, like basic things, we are adding up the complete course for AWS. We are adding up the complete course for Azure, which I'm adding up with my students. And maybe in the next semester, I will also add some concepts of Google Cloud, which means that this is the answer, sir. Where we are not confined of the syllabus, we are asked, where we make the decisions, what we want to teach and how good we want to teach, what we have to make the students better. That's the answer.
Yeah, I mean, that's a concept of autonomous where it's quite the freedom of the teacher as well as to
Where I don't
maybe,
have to wait for the board meeting. I don't
yeah,
have to
yeah,
wait
yeah.
for
That
the tool.
flexibility is there, but
Where I am superpower, where I am doing what I want, where I have the freedom to hone my skills, and of course I can make a good team of the students. Of course, we can do that.
so I'm very happy to share a thought or an interaction with you with your busy schedule. And I hope that in the upcoming days or the years, when technology is going to delve into Fathom dimension, and we ourselves are also going to run behind it or chase according to, and we can see the changes are drastic. As Sir has mentioned,
Sir,
we have to be updated along
this
with the race.
interview, I would like to give some messages to the students. Like
Yeah, sure,
suppose
sure.
you ask me that's which technology we need to work. The
Yeah,
first is that don't think that, okay, Python is the latest language. Of course, you need to learn, but you need to be very good into C. You need to be very
correct.
good into algorithms. You need to be widely open that what is happening in the world of artificial intelligence, what exactly we can progress ahead from deep learning. Now we know that explainable artificial intelligence is coming. The traditional industries are adopting the complete ecosystem of cloud, big data, cyber security, autonomous robotic process automation. We are talking of you can say machine to machine interaction. We are talking of mixed reality, extended reality. This is all becoming up an ecosystem for industry 5.0. There was a time when we used to talk of the term called IoT, but let me tell you, sir, today IoT is outdated. Yeah, it is outdated. Today it is replaced with Internet of Everything. At one time we were talking of like autonomous machines, but now in industry we require more types of digital twins. At one time
So
doctors used to take that, but now we have robotic surgeries, we have complete automations in medicine. Even blockchain is ending up in healthcare sector. This is all we need to learn, this is all we need to observe, because it is exciting. The
yeah,
today
everything is to
at
yeah.
one time technology was like, okay, you need to learn, you need to hone your skills, it takes time to develop, it takes months to test and everything. But today exciting things are happening. We require like a problem is coming, we have the technology, we have everything, we just compile it and we just make the solution. That's the
Yeah,
biggest thing that
exactly. Because like Sir has mentioned, everything is going on a drastic phase. But one doubt I'm having, when whatever it may be, we are taking the artificial intelligence or machine learning or robotics. When it is coming to the fundamentals of developing the algorithm, the
Hmm.
inbound mathematics based on that. I mean,
Of
when
course.
we are coming into that mathematics,
Hmm.
everything is bound with the linear algebra, right?
Hmm.
Like then the I mean the bases are starting with mathematics, and we are
Basically
developing.
mathematics and statistics,
Yeah,
and of course
exactly.
your analytical skills, that is important.
And we must develop that visualization of all these equations into like a geometric visualization should happen, which is not possible in n dimension, but actually it's happening. Like we are only going for xy, and when you are going for 3 dimension also, but actually now n dimensions are happening, which we can
Sir,
represent.
today youth wants to become ethical hacker. You know, sir, you will be stunned. Even when I teach ethical hacking in my class, you know what I teach the first day? You know, everybody, if you want to be a good hacker, if you want to be a good ethical hacker, if you want to become a pen tester, you need to be a good mathematician. You
Yeah,
need to
exactly.
learn.
Because
If you
whatever
want
it
to
may
be
be, we
an
can
AI
see
engineer,
whether
you
it's
need to
an,
learn mathematics. If you want
yeah,
to be a gamer, if you want to become a game developer, you need to understand mathematics.
yeah, mathematics in the sense whatever it may be, when we are doing an experiment, a small basic experiment in lab, that design is there. When it is a circuit also, the design is there. When it is whatever it may be, that design part is there, and everything is one equality is there. Actually the LHS is not always equal with the RHS, more errors will be there, but
Yeah.
then some magic is happening, and the application level we are seeing the end result. But actually the crust, I mean, as Sir has mentioned, the concept is there and we are developing over it, and just like technology is governing everything nowadays.
Reusability is very, you can say it's a very sustainable thing today.
Yeah. So I'm very happy to have you today. Today is the National Science Day. Yeah,
Oh,
28th February. So
yeah.
it's very nice to talk about the emerging technology in engineering and technology, and not only the basic science, also basic science like physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology, and all the that it's a mixture of all these things that application levels are having. So very nice having you on this special day. That's why I'm just remembering that today is the that much important day, the National Science Day. So I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors, in your research, experiments, your lab, your academic sector, industrial sector, and nice connecting with you. hope that we will be touched like for the enhancement and upliftment of the student community and
Sure.
for the social commitment, for a social cause. So
Sure.
with this Zoom meeting, I'm joining hand with Dr. Anand Nair. It's a good day to start this relationship on a wider band for a social cause. So thank you, Dr. Anand Nair. Hope that we'll be meeting again. Thank you for joining. Thank
Anytime.
you.
Thank you.